You ever notice how Arch Linux just kind of, I don't know, they just kind of took over? Like one day, there's this obscure Ricer only distro that Reddit neckbeards wouldn't shut up about, and the next it was like this de facto answer to everything in Linux land. You want to look cool? Use Arch. You want to build your system your way? Use Arch. You want to prove you read a wiki once and think that makes you better than other people? Yeah, the virtue signaling got real rich in the whole Arch Linux world, I guess. Here's the thing. I didn't jump on the Arch train because it was cool. Hell no. I started using it because it broke everything else I had installed. No, seriously. Hear me out. Now, back in the days, I know a lot of new Linux users couldn't fathom that people had more than one distro on their laptop or their computer. But back in the day, there were people, I knew people personally who had like I knew one guy who literally had 120 distros on his computer. Now we have tools for that. We have virtual machines. We have all kinds of things that we can use to prevent that from happening, because that's just a little overkill. But I remember there was a time when I had like 8 distros installed on my laptop when I first was getting into Linux, because I wanted to have an idea of what I liked, right? So I like all the usuals: Fedora, Debian, OpenSUSE. I had Gentoo. I had some version of Arch, like Arch Bang, probably. You know, I had a few different distros. One of my favorites that I had was Debian. I loved that distro. And the other one that I had, which I liked more than Fedora, was CentOS. I thought that was like one of the most stable versions of Linux. And I even had Slackware. So I had all these different distros on there, right? And I always had like a tidy little GPT partition table, and they all shared the home directory, of course. And it was just, I don't know what you'd say, like civilized behavior maybe. But something weird would happen when Arch was the last one I installed. And I'm talking about like legacy installations, not necessarily UEFI. So when Arch was the last one, I would run OS Prober, and sure enough, Grub would see the other operating systems. Sweet, I'd think, right? Reboot and get that familiar menu, click on Debian. Nothing. Usually it'd say, yeah, we can't load it because we can't find it, something like this, right? Now, I'm not exactly saying that Arch sabotaged the other installs, but I ain't not saying it either. Eventually, I figured it out. I figured if I wanted Grub to actually work like it was supposed to, I had to install either Debian or Fedora after I installed Arch. So it just had to be like I install Arch and then install or reinstall Grub on Fedora or Debian, using the partition that Debian or Fedora was on, obviously, right? It would be on any partition. It didn't have to be in any order. And they would patch up whatever bootloader voodoo Arch Linux left behind. But you know what I did instead? I gave up. I said, the hell with it. I just ran Arch. I did that for 10 years almost. I think people just got tired of having to run more than one installation, right? And so people just quit. And then the emergence of UEFI basically complicated it quite a bit. But it's not because Arch is like this magical distro. It really isn't. It just forced your hand in this really weird way. I mean, after all, you would install it, your system would kind of bend around it maybe, and eventually you just stop fighting. And once you were in, you were in. You read the wiki, you tinkered with Pacman, maybe even installed a tiling window manager, and you acted like you reached some higher Linux enlightenment. For real, dude. It was like joining a cult. Except the Kool-Aid was the AUR packages and broken updates. So now everybody acts like Arch won the distro wars because of its simplicity or control or minimalism. Nah, wasn't any of those things. Arch won because it quietly kneecapped everything else on your system. And you didn't convert to Arch. Arch literally converted to you. So yeah, that's the real reason. And I know that this is somewhat anecdotal, and I don't expect you to understand if you started using Linux within the last 10 years. But literally, I think this was the biggest catalyst to people switching over to Arch Linux back in the day. It just definitely was the last one everyone tried. People really liked it. They were like, yeah, this is more closer to what I'm really wanting to use. And it breaks those bootloaders, so I'm not going to mess with those. And like I said, Arch. BTW. What do you guys think? Am I out to lunch? Leave me a comment in the section below. And as always, if you want to watch a video why I distrust the freedesktop.org, you can check that video out over here. I like to thank these special people right here. These are my highest tier patrons. Without their support, this video would just not be possible.